right, we are going to bring Marting Green to the show here. We're going to talk the Ligue 1 round 38 matches, and also as well taking a look at the Spanish Cup, the final there, Copa del Rey, Barcelona versus Valencia. Hello, Martin. How are you?
Hi, Natalie. How are you?
Good. Feels like long time no see. I've been on my holidays. You've been on your holidays. Hey, how was it?
Did you have a marvelous time in Florida?
I did. I had a wonderful time actually, seeing the family, relaxing. It was just what I needed. So yeah, it was very nice indeed. But back to business, and obviously it's the final round of fixtures, both in Syria and Ligue 1. Now, obviously, you've been doing very well with your Ligue 1 picks, and when we do the best bet show, I kind of sit, mainly listen to you and Stuart with your Ligue 1 bets. And I read your article in preparation to see what you may be going for and what are some of the thoughts. You got 4 matches that you really like, and the first one that really actually stands out to me is Caen versus Bordeaux. And not only are you taking a team to what are they fighting relegation, but you're actually taking them to win to 0. That seems, and that I would call you more like sort of a cautionary better than a bold out brave better. You know what I mean? Like you take calculated risks rather than and this one just seems like, hey, you're just going for it.
Yeah, I've been quite cautious throughout the season. I think slow and steady wins the race. It seems to have paid off. I've finished the season on quite a number of units of profit, which has been great.
Yeah.
But yeah, just throwing a little bit of caution to the wind at the end of the season with that one, because Bordeaux have been in dreadful goal scoring form recently. Really seem like a team that's packed up, gone on their summer holidays already. They've lost 6 in a row. They've not offered much attacking threat at all. And they've got very little motivation in this game, whereas Caen, we need Stuart here for the pronunciations, but yeah, whereas the home side, they have a lot riding on this game. I think also in the article I'd already tipped one classic bet of the team to win in the under 4.5 goals, so I didn't want to repeat it. But I would say that would be a more cautious approach to this game. And I would also go for Caen and under 4.5 goals if you're looking for something a little bit less risky. But I think they really should prevail here. It's not going to be easy because, they're playing against a team that's above them in the table. But they have won 3 of their last 5 games, and they desperately need a win here. It's their only chance of avoiding a relegation playoff. So whoever finishes 18th goes into a relegation playoff against the team from League 2. And right now, that's Caen. So they've got to win this game and hope that Amiens slip up against Guingamp. Fingers crossed, but all they can do is win their game. And they've got an obliging opponent in Bordeaux who are on a long losing streak and don't have much motivation now.
Exactly, they're in 14th for a little play with. All right, so Caen to win to 0, 2.25, and I like that Caen in the under 4.5. I thought it was Cayenne, like the pepper, but never mind. We seem to have got lots of.
Stuart's pulled me up on that one before. He calls it
I'm sure he has. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him. And I like that Caen in the under 4.5 goals as well. We've got Prognosticos Deportivo here is liking Amiens to win against Guingamp, and you have a tip for this one, including the Amiens win. What do you like here? Obviously, Amiens in 17th.
Yeah, I'm going for it again. I'm just going for the Amiens win and under 4.5 goals at 1.75. That was with Bet365. You might get slightly better odds if you shop around, but Bet365 is a good solid bookie. Yeah, I mean, Guingamp are guaranteed to finish bottom of the table. We know that they'll be playing League 2 football next season. Amiens beat them 2-1 on the road earlier this season. And you would imagine that in front of their home fans, when there's so much at stake, they'd be able to repeat the feat here. Guingamp aren't in good form. Amiens have done okay, but they really need to get back to winning ways here. This is the perfect opportunity to do so. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a hugely high scoring game because I think it's going to be pretty tense. But that's why I like the under 4.5 goals here, just to give a bit more value, sort of around the 1.75, 1.8 mark.
Yeah, I totally agree with you as well, Gingham. They've packed up their bags, haven't they? I think 11 goals scored on their own. I mean, like you said, just echoing there at home in front of their fans, and so much to play for. I love that bet as well, and it is a Martin classic. He likes those ones. We've done 2 bets, and it's included in both. That's why you've got your name. Amiens to win and the under 4.5 goals at 1.75. All right, next one you like here: Marseille versus Montpellier. Montpellier in 5th, Marseille in 6th. What do you like here? Just 1 point separates them, so quite a lot to go on this match.
Yeah, I think this should be quite an entertaining game between two teams where the pressure's off. Yeah, they're not going to finish any higher up. I mean, all that they've really got is sort of local south of France bragging rights and who's going to finish higher in the table. It's not going to affect qualifying for Europe or anything like that. But if Marseille win this game, they can leapfrog Montpellier in the table. And I don't know how it's going to pan out in terms of the result. But I think we should be in for a good open game with plenty of goals.
Yeah.
Marseille were on a 3-game winless streak, but they thrashed Toulouse 5-2 last time out. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 9 matches, so they're really leaky at the back. But they've got some good players going forward. Dimitri Payet's very good, and Florian Thauvin has been in good form as well. Obviously, Montpellier have had a good season for them. They've been playing well. They've been going forward as well. So I think, yeah, we're going to be in for a good game here. I'm going to go for an Alex Classic. It's a bit harder to find prices on Alex Classics these days. Some of the sites are pulling them off, but found about 1.78 on both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals. So I'm going to go for that.
Yeah, interesting. The Alex Classics being pulled off. I don't know. Maybe it's all the winning Alex has been doing. Oh, better yank this one. Nice. Yeah, I like that one as well. And then obviously final one. I always get a little bit nervous. Obviously PSG is on the road. They've already wrapped up the title, but you are fancying their win and a little extra.
Yeah, I'm going to go for PSG to win this one relatively comfortably. They should be steamrolling teams week in, week out in Liga. I know that they wrapped up the title weeks ago, and they've been in dreadful form. They lost the French Cup final. They've been dropping far too many games, but they don't really have a great deal of motivation here. Having said that, neither do Reims. So, yeah, I think if they go for it, if they take it relatively seriously, they should win this one very, very comfortably. Far too good a team, far too expensively assembled. And I think, why not? They haven't got anything else to play for. They haven't got anything to rest their stars for. Kylian Mbappe came back to the team last weekend. He makes a huge difference for them with his pace and energy up front. He scored twice and caused all sorts of problems for Dijon, and they won 4-0. So I think if he's playing up front, that could make all the difference. And yeah, I think they can do this one. So I've got PSG -1 Asian handicap at even money, which is 2.0, bet 365.
Very nice indeed. So obviously presented 4 bets on today's show, Martin. Which one's your favourite?
It's going to have to be Amiens against Guingamp. Amiens on the under 4.5 goals. I much prefer to bet on teams that have got something to play for at the end of the season. I think a lot of the teams where they're coasting, when they're kind of on their holidays, they're already thinking about next season. They're a bit more risky. But Amiens and Caen are really in this relegation dogfight, so I think you would expect them to really go for it. So those would be the 2 that I'd prefer.
Yeah, I love that one bet as well, actually. That would be my favourite bet too. All right, so Amiens to win in the under 4.5 goals at 1.75. Caen to win to nil at 2.25. But Martin is also fancying the Caen win and the under 4.5 goals as well. Both teams to score in the over 2.5 goals, also known as the Alex Classic, at 1.73, which is Marseille versus Montpellier, and Rome versus PSG. PSG -1 on the Asian handicap at even money.